Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice Pyre. And today we're here with more game design.
Smooth.
After vanquishing the essence in a convincing manner, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move and how best to integrate Pyre into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh so I can sleep on the roof. I trust the rights will cause my path and Tamithus to cross again before long.
Whew, this swag's getting stuffy anyway. That's probably for the best.
Oh, we don't even have rooms in here.
You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Rukey?
But Rukey does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. Ooh. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside.
Rita, I ask a moment of your time outside. There is somewhere I may ask we go here in Black Basin. Rita, by your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it, would you look upon them for us, please?
Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling force mark the forsaken land that loom across the sea. Well, that's not foreboding as fuck.
But when does the minstrel join us in combat? That's what I'm wondering.
Lou, the vernal star.
What if the minstrel's really just like pointing out the stars to us this whole time, like, yeah, that's the one, and you're like, sweet, yeah.
Be like, don't you see it, Rita? You're so gifted and talented. You're like, yeah, I'm really good at what I do.
The glade of Lou, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated.
According to the star, yeah.
I don't trust this client talk. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood? He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. Ha ha.
It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west where he supposedly awaits.
Do you think Sandalwood joins us?
I don't know.
Or maybe he kills us all.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, like what does Sandalwood have to gain out of any of this?
We don't even know, man. Why are you asking questions? We don't even know. What's this thing do?
Moonshine.
Oh, what's her status? She's nearby. Whoa.
That was good.
You approach Pamitha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. Oh, I thought you said you were going to stay on the roof.
I was just about to make that joke. Like, you're not supposed to be in here.
You sense she's aware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. I'm sorry, I just had this vision of her being like, in here, and you're like, what are you doing in... Yeah, right, preening herself. You'd be like, what are you doing in here? What about Jodariel? And she just looks at you and laughs, and it pans out, and Jodariel's on the wagon, like, all sad.
Like, I guess I have to be here now.
Come to check up, reader darling. In those moments when we met, the lack of confidence which you related to that nice Hedwin boy, it's understandable you did not see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself in a group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see, I have business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quarrel between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that, frankly, is no business but hers and mine. Surely, we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. We have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You need not concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying... Liars abound.
Oh, what an inspiring saying.
Right. She swoops away before you can respond. Where? It's so tiny here. There's nowhere to fly.
Out that tiny window.
Like up the ladder, and then that's all I got.
Yeah, I feel like they're slowly introducing more and more characters that are less trustworthy, to the point where I'm like, but... I kind of wish we had the agency to turn them away. Be like, no, I don't want you on. I don't want you to join us.
Kind of why I wanted to go the other way. I was wondering if we would have got Pamitha instead, but...
That would have been interesting. See, and that's like the kind of response that I think that I ultimately wish there was more of in this game. But then again, I don't know what the conclusion is, so the ends might justify the means.
Right. Old Minstrel cautions that one path down the cliff is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black cracks. Oh, it's like a sofa boating. I'm just saying it was its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First that blasted little bird, now this. Though you like Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. That is terrifying.
I was going to say, there's a firm reminder not to make her angry.
May this sandalwood be worth all the hassle.
Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Wrong thing to say at that time.
I know, right? Like, Hedwin, have you ever talked to another person that's angry?
Like, it would pan out, come back in, and Hedwin's, like, in the lava.
He is very patient, on the contrary.
Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explore ahead advise of which of the forked path is best. Alright.
Oh boy, do we get glass or do we get flam?
Dig up something valuable here.
Flam or glass?
Amethyst says she can procure a talisman here.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice that they were more specific that time.
Yeah. Either something to sell or something to just get. I think something to just get.
Yeah.
Something to get. Something to use.
Especially because it's like,
and
you never know
entrance.
if it's going to be a talisman that's actually useful.
Right. Having gone the route Pamitha recommended, she directs you toward a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know, but just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we high-wing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. So she's like a harpy. Like, they steal things and then, like, shiny things and hide it away.
I kind of like that. I do enjoy how they've incorporated, like, mythological creatures into the narrative and kind of made it their own. Fairy spirit.
I don't think I got this in my playthrough. I'm pretty sure I did the same result just then.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these are randomized. I mean, it makes sense that they would be, because otherwise you have the exact same experience every single time you play, you know?
And I'm pretty sure that we have an item that I didn't have in my playthrough before.
Oh, okay.
After Bearer banishes an adversary, spawn a moon drop, which briefly grants unlimited stata.
Stamina? Stata?
What'd I say?
You said stata.
I don't think I did.
Unlimited stata.
Future Chris. Prove him wrong.
I mean, easy enough.
Unlimited stata.
I mean, that sounds interesting. Oh, sorry.
No, it's whatever.
The talisman. It's good. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it out, actually. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of the Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However...
Most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods?
The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautious that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Alright.
Is this our first clue that something is amiss? Sandalwood is not quite what he seems.
Reminds me once again of Vanished.
Interesting that they show us a lot of these, like, unknown areas. I wonder if that's, like, we might unlock those areas by exploring certain directions.
Speculation before your time, my friend. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here, which is pretty cool. The lone minstrel says that his client once resided here. Look at where he lived or where he studied.
I mean, I know what I vote for, but I'm curious to see.
I don't actually remember what I picked, so what do you vote for?
I vote to see where he lived. If we're going to learn anything about him, it's going to be in his house or cabin or whatever it was that he lived in.
Oh, actually, I think I chose the other one, so I can actually explain what happened. Sandalwood had led a long life compared with... Oh, yeah, that's his...
Sandalwood had led
that's
a long life, compared with any of you at least. But in the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solstice here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him.
Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him here to guide you, you remain quite lost.
Oh, good.
The woods seem to be encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point.
Ah, cool.
So if we go here, I think he explains that Sandalwood actually trained people at the other place. So when he studied the rites, he was training people to become a team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, how does that benefit him, though?
Dun dun dun.
I mean, like, do the rites benefit him directly? Is he a god?
Ray seems drawn to this location for some reason. The Mtizo seems to wish to go toward this location. That is so helpful.
Interesting that we're walking away from
As
where
usual,
we need to go, too.
We picked Tizo's intuition over Faye's.
Yeah, because I like Tizo more.
Yeah.
Because he's all like, screaming, rah!
Yeah. Faye's actually, like, a really good character. She's probably my favorite, like, scoring character to use. That said, I can't stand her character. I'm sorry. I said it. I said it.
I think she's funny in her own way.
Yeah, but it's just like after a while, it just got a little grating.
Oh, that's fair.
The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later that should be time to pursue your vocations.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Investigate the surroundings. Beyond.
Oh, the Beyonder Crystal seeks Jodariel.
Oh.
I sense my lovely reader has returned. Oh, that's you. I was just stealing it all, aren't I?
Then how may I assist you?
Do it.
Yeah. You need but choose among the unenlightened fools with whom you travel. Her. Choose
Wait,
her.
No. Wait. Wait, no. Okay.
It's that one.
Like for him?
No.
It's because we've already done it.
but
Everybody else is knowledgeable. Let's give her quickness.
Yeah, she could use that.
You seek Sandra to administrate one of her special trials for Jodariel.
That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that's not a secret I can teach. But, let's bring her forth regardless, I guess.
Improvisation. Soon Jodariel appears in heat of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where am I?
What is happening?
Could you imagine how terrifying that is? You're just like sitting there chopping wood, and
all of a sudden you're on him.
All of a sudden you're in your raiments, and the reader's like, "Hey."
It is a bit of an uncanny power to have.
What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask.
Welcome to my humble home, demon. You're good at taking orders now.
State your purpose quickly, Wraith.
My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weakness perhaps outweigh your strengths. Though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong.
What if she spoke like a game show host? You may be fearsome to hold, but you're too old and slow. Your weakness perhaps outweigh your strengths.
Can you beat the test?
Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right.
Well, I mean, you are old, Jody.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, you're facing against harps. Well, that was easy.
Oh, well, I did a quick guess. Ooh. Oh.
Hey-oh.
Oh. Oh. I'm so much better than you. I'm really doing well. What?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is pretty all right.
Boom.
Nice.
Done.
Nice. Wow, 30. I forgot how much damage she dealt. What was the first one with? Was that Rukey?
Yeah.
Rukey's was a little more straightforward, I think. It was just like you're facing against like 3 headwinds.
Boink.
Or no, maybe it was 3 of his. I don't remember.
I think it was 3 of his.
This is a good challenge though, because I feel like Jody's weakness would be these guys, since her jump ability doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
That's smart. I like that because it forces you to just be very intentional about your movements with her, because otherwise she's too slow to be useful.
Oh. Oh no.
That seemed like an odd choice. Why did she throw it back down?
I don't really know. But that's how that goes.
No.
If they get you once, they just...
Yeah. Have we talked about that mechanic very much? That like if all of one party dies, it's like you just get to beeline straight for the goal.
So it was just funny just walking into it. I don't really know. Yeah, they only have like 80 or something to begin with, or like maybe 90, just enough for her to get a full like 3 off. Anyway, once again, I actually made that seem really easy. It was very, very difficult. I think I failed the first time I tried it. Yeah, I definitely failed the first time I tried it.
You did good, man.
You guys just gotta jump around. You just gotta jump and get down. Are you satisfied now, Wraith?
I'm never satisfied, Demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. You and your lovely reader. Now, farewell.
Yeah, Sandra's disciple. We got.
But did you get the achievements you did?
We're actually almost caught up to where I'm at.
Ooh.
That's because Rachel would rather play Armella.
I mean, Armella is pretty spectacular.
It is spectacular, but I'm gonna start playing without her. That was a strange experience.
Also, never do that again.
What do we have there, reader? Yeah, we got a horn.
Ooh.
It is. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was with sorrow, not with rage.
Oh, I forgot that it marks it as legendary. So, like, that's probably a good indication of a talisman worth upgrading.
Good point. Jodariel casts her aura farther and faster than usual by 15%.
I mean, that's pretty sweet. Definitely well suited for her.
Yeah, I guess I will.
And I feel like the talismans you get out of those trials are just like, they help negate that character's weakness.
Either that or... I don't know, because Rukey doesn't have a very... Rukey has a very long casting aura, but it's very thin. It's not wide.
What was his talisman?
His talisman is that his aura lasts longer than normal. Like, so when he casts it away, it will stay there for a while. So it's like, it's all right.
So
it's another zoning technique. For hers, on the other hand, she casts it farther and faster than usual, and I guess that those are the weaknesses of her ability to cast. So far, the two talismans have aided the person's ability to cast auras, not any of their other abilities, like their jumping or dashing abilities.
That's fair. Well, cool. Well, we're at that time.
Yeah, that's a good point to live off it.
Question of the day, what did you think about Jodie's trial, and maybe how does that compare to Rukey's in the general design scheme?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because Rukey's was...
It was a little bit more vanilla, but I think it makes sense for his to be vanilla because it was the first one.
Yeah.
It's crazy, though, because if all of these characters go through a trial, that means, like, we're only 10% done with the game.
Yeah, man, I've been wondering about the length of the game for a while now, too, because there's only so many stages you can go to.
Yeah, right? I think whatever I looked up online was suggesting it was like an 8 to 12 hour playthrough, depending on what
and that's
you do.
what I expected, considering it's a super giant game, so it was like...
Yeah, it's a good amount for most games, I think.
Strange. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe there's just maybe there's a new Game Plus kind of deal.
It could be. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out later. Anyway, we asked our question. You gotta answer it. That's how this works, because we're a family. Bye.
A game design family.
Game family design.
Bye, fam.